Caution: before you go eating random plants off the forest floor, please consult experts, field guides, and multiple sources. Definitely do not trust some random backwood misanthrope like me to be a source of pure and unwavering knowledge. Hello, today I'm out in the bushes to show you how to properly identify, sustainably harvest, and a couple good ways to eat the Allium Tricoccum, commonly known as the wild leek. You'll find the Allium Tricoccum growing in clumps like this in hardwood stands with rich sandy or clayey soils. The Allium Tricoccum has these nice broad lanceolate elliptic leaves, commonly with a red stalk and an onion-like bulb in the ground, but sometimes you can find this same plant without the pigment. I'm just gonna lift the camera to my left. Here we have the same defining features. We even have one of the same flowering stalks rising with the patch, but you have the lanceolate elliptic leaf with one center rib, smooth edges, and an onion-like bulb buried in the soil. If you rub these leaves, it even gives off the same pungent smell of garlic and onion. A lot of people get nervous about these plants, so if you feel uncomfortable, just stick with the red stalk. As I pointed out with that other patch without the pigment, it has a flowering stalk with the cluster of leaves. The leaves are going to die back in April and June, and you're not going to see them quite as much, but then you'll start to see these flower clusters rise up. On a single stalk, you'll have an umbel cluster of creamy white flowers, and those flowers will later produce a single black bead, and that has the seeds inside of it. The best way to harvest from the wild leek is just to take one leaf from a plant that has 3. These plants take anywhere from 7 to 15 years to reach maturation. So if you plan on taking bulbs, you should really only be taking less than a 15th of that patch. The reason why I don't take bulbs is because I don't know how many people are going to be coming here to eat from the same patch, and thus all of our 15% might add up to a much larger and detrimental sum. And the other reason is the leaves and the bulbs taste the same, so all you're really missing out on is texture. To help you just a little bit more, I'm going to be putting a relatively in-depth field guide on my Instagram that you can screenshot and take with you when you go out into the woods. My favorite way to eat this is just out in the field. I prepared some rice and kimchi and a little bit of pork this morning while I was making breakfast. So now that it's, what time is it? I don't even have my watch. It's probably around like noon or 1. I can eat these. And I'm copying a technique I learned from my Korean friends. Shouts out to Jisoo and Haesu. First time I ever had Korean food. It was kind of like this. This is a botched version. But bit of rice, bit of kimchi, and they had much better barbecued meat selection. You just wrap it up like that. But they were doing it in a lettuce leaf, and I'm doing it in the leek leaf. Kind of looks like a bootleg sushi. But it's, oh my god, it's really good. Another great way to use the wild leek is to chop it up real fine and mix it in with some cream cheese to make your own herb and garlic. Spread that on a bagel, spread it on bread, eat it with a spoon, it's delicious. But you can also just use this as a substitute for green onion. Whether you're chopping that up onto the top of a recipe, you're putting it into a stir fry, it works as a great equivalent. As I mentioned with the kimchi that was in this meal, there's 3 other plants that grow in this same ecosystem right here that I'm going to show in the next coming videos. And I'm going to end it all with that kimchi recipe to show you how to incorporate them all together to make a really, really tasty dish. If you have any constructive criticism, I would love to hear it. I'm very new to filming video and I'm very much out of my comfort zone. To get to this point here, I've filmed 9 videos that are never going to see the light of day. I really just need to put them out at this point. So thank you for sticking through. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.